The two Faceless TikTok pages you can see on your screen right now are making anywhere from $2,000 all the way up to the 5 figures on the creativity program beta. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what niche they're in, the types of videos they do, how they put these videos together, how much money they make exactly. And of course, if you stick with me up until the end of the video, I'm going to reveal exactly what the names of these TikTok pages are as well, so you can get your own creativity program beta Faceless journey started and earn money on the beta as well. Hi, if you're new to this channel, my name is Victor. This is Creator Bug, where we help you unlock the life that you want using content creation as a vehicle. I upload multiple times a week. If you're not subscribed, you are gonna miss out. Let's jump straight in. Okay, so both of these accounts are in the random facts niche on TikTok. The small account only has 29k followers and the bigger account has 200k. Now, if you're looking for a niche for your new Faceless page, this is one of the best options on TikTok, simply because of the following 5 reasons. Reason number 1, it's evergreen, meaning it's not seasonal. People are always going to be curious about interesting facts, whether it's winter, summer, Christmas, New Year's, etc. It's just something people are always going to be searching for. Reason number 2, if you quickly search random facts on TikTok, you'll also notice that there are nearly an endless amount of suggested searches, which means this is a broad niche. It has sub niches like horror facts, fun facts, health facts, positivity facts, etc. The list goes on. So this will never run out. You will never run out of content ideas. Third reason is when you search random facts on TikTok, you will also notice that even small new accounts are getting views and followers recently, which means it's not just the larger accounts that are getting engagement. New accounts also have an opportunity to make a name for themselves. And reason number 4, you have next to 0 chances of being flagged for copyright. This is because random facts don't belong to anyone. The information is all public domain and easy to find. So whether you find facts on a blog online or use ChatGPT, you will be absolutely fine. The key is making the video original and interesting so it does not look like spam, mass-produced content. And the 5th reason is this is also a scalable niche, which means you can upload the same videos on other platforms like Instagram and YouTube Shorts. There are many video types that only work on TikTok. They do not work on other platforms. Equally, there are also many video types like this one which also work on other platforms, which then means at the same time while you're growing your TikTok, you can also be growing your Instagram Reels, you can also be growing your YouTube Shorts as well, opening more opportunities for you to make money online using the very same piece of content. I'm one of those examples where I uploaded a video on TikTok. It didn't do very well, but because it was a video type that could be uploaded on other platforms, I uploaded it on my YouTube and that video ended up getting millions of views on YouTube as well. I talk about that in another video that I've done in the past. One of these accounts has done exactly this and they now have 436k subs on YouTube, more than their followers on TikTok. So you just have to shorten the videos to less than 1 minute on YouTube and Instagram Reels so they fit in within the category. Now, further proof that this is a lucrative niche is that smaller account first uploaded their video in September 2023 and the larger account started in July 2023. Both accounts are now getting a ton of views on their videos and they are way past the minimum requirements for the creativity program beta. We're going to talk about how much money they make shortly, and we're also going to reveal what the account names are, but first let's look at how they put their videos together. So pretty much all of their videos are more than a minute long, which confirms that they are definitely within the creativity program beta. The music comes from the TikTok app directly, so that's easy enough. The B-roll playing in the background is a combination of weird, satisfying videos, which can be found on free websites like Faceless.com. Here's a free power tip for you. Before you actually create the videos, consider downloading the satisfying clips, combining them, and creating around 5 to 10 videos that you can use over and over again. This is because these videos usually don't have anything to do with what is being said in the video anyway, so this will save you a ton of time starting from scratch every time you create a new video. In terms of the content, this is the easy part. You can go into ChatGPT and ask it to generate some random facts for you completely free. For example, here I'm asking it to generate 30 random facts about the human brain. Because this information will always remain the same, it doesn't matter if you use the free version of ChatGPT. and it doesn't matter that it's only up to date up until 2021. These facts are evergreen. The information will always be the same. It's not like you're looking for something that is only true in 2023 or 2022, which is another really huge benefit. The video descriptions are very simple. You just use 3 to 5 hashtags based on your video title and based on what people are searching for. These accounts are using the same descriptions over and over again because it's what works. For editing the video, you just use free editing tools like CapCut and make sure that the video is just over a minute long each time. Also make sure to put auto captions on and select the option that only puts one word at a time on the screen to build up your watch time. Here's another power tip. These videos are including call to actions within the video script seamlessly with the facts as well. For example, they'll say one fact like the human brain is the size of a dolphin brain or something. That's not true. That's just something I'm saying randomly. And then once they say that fact, they will include a call to action seamlessly in there. Like for example, they'll say none of the comments on this video have 0 likes. If they do, that person is the chosen one. Or they might say something along the lines of, you will find the love of your life if you click share more WhatsApp. These are clear call to actions that help to raise engagement on these videos. But even though the viewers know that, they will still do that, they will still raise engagement, and they will still have the video be seen by more people because they're included so seamlessly within the content of the video. Now, in terms of how often they post, it's at least once a day or once every few days. I would advise you to post multiple times a day when you're starting out for at least 30 days. So you can build up some analytics and see which video topics are getting more engagement. Then once you understand what works, double down on that content until you start to see some results, start to see some money coming in, followers, etc. Then from there, you can decide to whether you want to slow down or whether you want to continue uploading multiple times a day, whatever works for you, for your schedule, for your budget. In terms of how much money they make, the bigger account had 2 videos that blew up in August last year and they got a combined total of 42 million views. Now, based on an RPM, which is around 50 cents, they made 21,000 just from those 2 videos. Now, we know that the RPM can go up to as high as even $2 in some cases, so they could have also made up to $60,000 just from those 2 videos alone, or slightly less than that month. Even if we take into account qualified views, they still would have absolutely smashed out anywhere from $10,000 all the way up to $30,000 that month alone. This does not take into account all the other smaller videos that are also blowing up. This is just taking into account those 2 videos. Looking at the smaller account, they had 2 videos that blew up in October last year with a combined 3.2 million views. Just from those 2 videos, they would have gotten anywhere from $1,600 all the way up to $3,200 just from those 2 videos alone. Again, we don't know what the exact RPM is, so they could have made much more than that. Now, for those of you that have watched up until now, I can reveal that the smaller account is called Facts Factory 125 and the larger account is called Cal Genius. Feel free to check them out for some inspiration if you are starting your faceless journey. And another important thing to remember is these are not the only good niches for small faceless accounts on TikTok. There are many other small faceless accounts that are making all the way up to 10k per month on the creativity program beta, and if you click on the video that's on the screen right now, I will show you exactly what they do. The faceless TikTok page you can see on your screen right now is easily making up to $10,000 per month, and in this video we're going to talk about what niche they're in exactly. We're going to talk about the video process, and of course we're going to also look into the views that they're getting and estimate how much money they are making exactly. And the purpose of this video is so you can hopefully take away some inspiration to start your own TikTok theme page while this creativity program beta opportunity still exists in the year 2024. There's a huge wave of new TikTok faceless accounts that are hitting the platform at the moment, and there's a reason behind it. People are making money doing this. So let's jump straight in and talk about the niche, why it's such a good niche for small new faceless TikTok accounts as well. And a little bit later on, we're going to jump into the video process, and then we'll jump into the money side of things. Okay, so here is the account. It's called Facts with Nez, as you can see on the screen there. Now, in terms of the niche that they're in, quite straightforward. They're in the facts niche, interesting facts. They also have Reddit stories wrapped up in that as well, as you can see from the description that they've put on the profile here. Now, these are the videos obviously that they do and the types of views that they get from these videos. They're doing relatively well for an account of this size. If, for example, I was to pop over into Social Blade, I don't know how well you can see that, but they have gotten in the last 30 days 6.9 million. In the last 14 days, apologies, 6.9 million views as well, which is pretty decent. And this is just 14 days, it's not even a full month yet, but we'll circle back to that in just a minute. Now, the good thing about the niche that they're in, I've covered this a bunch of times on this channel. I've come across quite a few faceless channels that are in the interesting, weird, scary health facts types of niches, and this is quickly growing to be one of my favorite niches, quite simply because if you search under the hashtag, for example, facts you didn't know, now you might not be able to see this on desktop here, but on mobile you'll also notice that even smaller accounts are getting views when it comes to these fact-based channels. So it's not just channels like this, for example, that are over 200k, 100k. If you are a new faceless account that is just starting out, you have a good chance of getting in, competing for those views, growing and earning from the creativity program beta as well. Now, in terms of the first video as well, I've traced it back to September 2023. So even though they might seem like they are a large account, they've not always been this large. They started only a couple of months ago, which is another testament to why this niche is such a good niche to consider if you are wanting to go into earning money using faceless TikTok. There's no saying in the next month how many followers you could have. You could be at a 10k, 100k, you never know. So if you are starting out, definitely this is a type of niche that I would strongly urge you to consider. Okay, now let's talk about the video process. How do they put these videos together exactly? I'm going to quickly just do a playthrough of the video, and then I'm going to talk you through how you can go about putting together a similar video like this as well if you are just starting out. So you may not hear the audio of the video, you won't be able to hear the music, the voiceover, but you should be able to see the visual. Okay, so as you can see from the way the videos are put together, what you've got first of all is the AI voiceover. That's quite simple. You just use a tool called 11 Labs to generate that AI voiceover. Again, you may have not heard that while I'm playing this video for copyright reasons, but they do have an AI voiceover to go with the text that you can see on screen on there. So 11 Labs, you should be able to generate something like that relatively quickly. There are other free tools as well, but with free tools you cannot guarantee that you'll get the same quality AI voiceover. Now, in terms of the text on the screen, again, quite simply, once you've got your script generated, you can use a tool like CapCut, which is completely free, and that'll generate those types of captions on the screen to go with your voiceover as well. In terms of the script that they are using on the video, you can quite easily use a tool like ChatGPT to go ahead and generate the text, generate the script that your AI voiceover is going to be narrating on there. And in terms of the actual B-roll that you've got that's playing in the background on the videos, you can quite simply go ahead and visit sites like paxels.com where you can download free satisfying videos. You can go into YouTube and search for copyright free satisfying B-roll videos, weirdly satisfying videos, scary satisfying videos, that sort of stuff. And once you have got your copyright free video, you can then put that in the background, and you can then put everything together and pull it all and put it together using a tool like CapCut or a similar video editor. Once you've done all that, you've also got the description as well, which can be quite easily found by going onto the search bar on TikTok. Once you search the niche that you're in, it'll come up with some suggested tags that you can use. It'll come up with some suggested titles that you can use. Clearly, they've identified this as a title and hashtag strategy that works because they use exactly the same hashtags and exactly the same titles in their videos, and they've separated their videos into parts as well. As you can see, you've got part 3, you've got part 19 there, you've got part 2, part 6, which also helps to keep your viewers coming back because they feel like they are following a series of videos. Now, in terms of the music, that's very easy. You just use TikTok music in order to do that. And if you let me know in the comments, I'd be happy to do a tutorial, depending on how many people show interest in terms of how to put together a video like this exactly. I'd be happy to do that as a future video. Now, just to quickly circle back into why this is such a good niche, and I'm going to jump into how much money they're making exactly as well, but I just wanted to touch on the facts niche. The facts niche is evergreen, guys. You have to remember that facts, interesting facts, have always been around. Pretty much as the internet, as long as the internet has been around, people are always going to be intrigued and interested by this sort of stuff. They don't change, they stay exactly the same. It's easy to locate information regarding facts, whether you're using AI or whether you are using whether you're using Google, going onto blogs. This information is public domain information, so no one can come to you and claim that you've got their facts or you've stolen their information. You just have to make sure that you stick to the free facts that you are talking about in your videos. Can't say the same with Reddit stories. You'd have to make sure that you have got the rights, or the stories are public domain and they are free to use. Like, videos are very easy to produce. Yes, they may take time at the beginning, but once you get into your groove, once you get into your flow, it would be quite easy to churn videos like this out. These background videos that are playing while the AI voice is narrating the facts, you can use the same types of videos. All you need is 5-10 videos that you've put together with satisfying material, and you can just basically circulate them around and use them over and over again. I don't see why that would be a problem, because the video is not about just the satisfying material that you've got in the background. It's about what the AI voice is actually saying, and that's what keeps people coming back. So now that we've covered all that, let's jump straight into the views and the money, so we can estimate exactly how much money they are making. Okay, so let's jump into the money side of things. So again, if we jump back onto Social Blade, my screen recording is messing up a little bit there. Apologies if you can't see the entire screen, but if we look at the last 14 days, they have accumulated 6.9 million views as well as 400,000 likes. So they're doing very well, and based on that view count, we can easily estimate that this account is making, if we're looking at RPM of $1, which is meant to be around the average according to TikTok, they would be making $6,900 in the last 14 days alone. It could be slightly less, it could be slightly more, depending on the RPM and depending on the number of qualified views as well. If we estimate that the RPM is at $2, they've easily made, again, in just 14 days, $13,800, and if the RPM is lower at around 50 cents, then they've made $3,450. And remember, that's just 14 days, and again, we're not entirely sure what the RPM is. And also, another thing that you can't see here on the desktop version on TikTok that you can see on mobile is that they also have a series that they are promoting. So kind of like a little mini course that they are promoting on their videos as well, which means they're not just earning from the creativity program beta, but they're also earning from the sales of that little mini series. Now, it's only 98 cents, so every little bit counts when you are running faceless channels like this. And another benefit of doing this as well, guys, because you're not using your face, because you're not using your voice, this is very easily scalable. You can easily take the very same videos and upload them onto other themed accounts that you are running on TikTok. You can upload them on other platforms such as Instagram, such as YouTube Shorts, as long as you make sure that they fall into the duration that's for Reels and that's for YouTube Shorts, so less than a minute long. So one video that you create here, it may seem like it takes you slightly longer to create it, but that video can go quite the distance. It can go into other platforms, so you potentially got a chance not just to make money on TikTok, but to make money on other platforms as well. So now that you've seen all that, you're probably wondering what other niches and what other examples are out there of small faceless TikTok accounts that are absolutely crushing it at the moment. Hopefully give you some inspiration to get started as well. The video that you can see on the screen right now is going to talk about way more examples that you can hopefully draw inspiration from. I'll see you in there. The faceless TikTok account that you can see on your screen right now is easily making up to $10,000 per month, if not more, via the TikTok creativity program beta. They don't show their face in their videos, they don't use their own voice, but yet they have managed to grow to significantly high amounts of followers, even though they've not been around for a long time. So in this video, we're going to talk about what niche they're in exactly. We're going to look at what they do to put their videos together, and I'm going to show you how much money they make as well, so we can prove that they are making as much niche, as I've mentioned. That sounds good to you? Let's jump straight in. Okay, so as you can see, this account is in the travel niche and they're called Our Awesome World. And basically they do videos of amazing places around the world. They don't use their face, they don't use their voice. It's basically just visuals, text and music. And the videos are just over a minute long, which I'm just going to demonstrate here as well, which shows that they are definitely in the creativity program beta. Here's a few examples. As you can see, just over 1 minute long. Again, over 1 minute long. You get the point. Now, the genius thing about these videos being a minute long as well, which I think is important to note, is not only do you upload them on the creativity program beta and they qualify for that, but the genius thing is these videos also qualify for the YouTube Shorts monetization fund once you reach minimum requirements. And as you can see, this account is not only uploading on TikTok, but they've taken the very same videos and uploaded them onto YouTube. Now, because they're just a minute long and they're not over a minute, that means they qualify as shorts as well. And you guys know how much shorts are being pushed by YouTube. And as a result, you can see that they've got 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. So not only are they growing on TikTok using the same videos, but they're also growing on YouTube. So the monetization opportunities here are virtually endless. Not only are they earning via the creativity program beta, but they are earning on other platforms using the same videos as well. They're probably doing the same thing on Instagram, on Facebook. I've not checked those platforms, but there's no reason why they wouldn't be doing that if they want to maximize their opportunities. Essentially, you take one video and that same video allows you to monetize on different platforms. You only do the work once and you earn from various sources from that. I have also had some videos that have gone viral recently as well. There's this one here with 1.9 million views. They've got another one here with 1.1 million views, and they've got another one here with 3.5 million views, 1.4, 1.6, 2.8. So they're essentially doing very, very well for themselves, considering how simple these videos are most likely to put together. The video process, from what I have looked at, is very simple. They're either people that travel a lot, so they take all of this footage themselves, which I seriously doubt unless I'm proven otherwise. The other alternative, which I think is more realistic, is they've been able to source these different videos and put them together and then upload them onto TikTok. Now, as I'm going to show you in just a bit, these types of videos are not very difficult to get a hold of, and you can get them copyright free as well. So if you stick around, I'm going to show you how exactly you can go about doing that, and I'm also going to show you how much money they are making based on the numbers that I've looked at here as well. The mistake a lot of people make is thinking that if they cannot make it via the creativity program beta, it's it, it's the end, there's nothing else they can do with these videos. That couldn't be further from the truth. These videos are valuable that you are putting together, as long as they're able to drive massive amounts of traffic. Even if you're not earning via that platform's monetization tool, you can still take exactly the same videos, upload them elsewhere, and potentially earn from a different platform. And not only that, grow a huge community on a different platform as well. Got a lot of eyeballs that are looking at your videos. You've got an opportunity to monetize using things like digital products, affiliate marketing, and various other things that you can still make money from. Do not make the mistake of thinking that the creativity program beta is your only opportunity to earn money. There is lots of different options, as long as your videos have got eyeballs on them and you're able to drive a huge amount of traffic, which on platforms like TikTok and YouTube is not impossible, as you can see. The other amazing thing about this account is, don't look at these numbers and feel intimidated, because they've only been uploading on this particular account since March 2023, so less than a year ago, and they've been able to build up to 2.1 million followers, which is just insane. The workflow that you could look at to replicate something like this, you could look at utilizing an AI tool to list amazing places from around the world that you can then go away and search for specific footage for. For example, I've used Google Bard here, which is freely available. I've left a link in the description, It's connected to the internet as well. So unlike ChatGPT 3.5, which is free but not connected to the internet and only up to date up until 2021, this is connected to the internet and is essentially up to date. And I've asked it to please list all the cities in Europe with amazing, beautiful, stunning, unique sites that tourists can visit. Please also name the amazing sites within these cities that are open for people to visit so I can suggest them to my friends. So it's told me here there's Paris, France, there's the Eiffel Tower. It's told me about Rome in Italy. There's the Colosseum. It's told me about Prague, etc. So a bunch of other options here as well, which I wouldn't have known about because I am not that well traveled. So it's listed about 10 places here. I've then gone on and asked it to list more. Here, please add more. It's gone ahead and listed a bunch of other places as well, and you can essentially just keep asking it to list more and more places. In terms of how you can go about getting the videos themselves, what you want to do, obviously, to protect yourself, you want to make sure that these videos are copyright free so you don't ever get flagged for copyright reasons. So you can go into websites like Faceless and you can take these specific places that are mentioned here and search for those specific locations within that website. For example, I've used the Eiffel Tower in France to search here, and as you can see, there's a bunch of different options I've got paid options as well, like Storyblocks, where you can search for footage, which is definitely going to be reusable and copyright free. You can also use TikTok as well, which in my opinion is going to be a bit risky, but if you're someone that's willing to take on that risk, you can also search for content, those video clips here on TikTok as well. Also worth noting, as well as asking AI to tell you about these amazing places, you can also use accounts such as this one, because if you look at the actual videos and the thumbnails, you can see the names of the places here. You've got Maine in the US, you've got Thailand, you've got South Dakota, Massachusetts, you've got Utah, Michigan. All these places are named here, so this could give you an idea to then go away and search for similar types of videos. In terms of inspiration and getting the names of the places, as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You can also look at the most viewed ones. You can see South Dakota here has got 1.9 million views. You can see Iraq has got 2.8 million views. You can see Utah's got 3.5 million views. From there, you've got obviously YouTube as well, which also is another good source for copyright free material. Obviously you want to make sure that you search carefully, but as you can see, a lot of these that are coming up for Paris Eiffel Tower are saying free stock footage, no copyright. Once you have got the clips that you need, you obviously going to take them and you're going to throw them into a video editor such as CapCut and put them together, make them as nice and as interesting as possible. I wouldn't get too complicated, just make it presentable, easy for people to digest, and make sure that it's hitting the 1 minute mark to qualify for the creativity program beta. Notice that on this account, some of their earlier videos weren't even a minute long because they were just growing, they were just still building their following, and they were still testing and trying out different locations and different videos. Like this one here, for example, you can see that this is the first one that I was able to track, that was uploaded on the 27th of March 2023. It's not a minute long, it's 15 seconds long. So as you can see at the beginning, while you're building out your account, you don't necessarily have to start with 1 minute videos. You want to start with a mixture of content durations, 1 minute, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, test things out, but keep sort of inserting your 1 minute videos in there, so when you do get to a point where you are qualifying for the beta, your audience aren't getting a shock to the system when you upload 1 minute videos. So in summary, footage, you can use AI, you can use these accounts to get motivated. You can then go and search for the content, make sure that it's copyright free. You can get it on YouTube, you can get it on free stock websites. In fact, another little hack is you can use AI to suggest websites where you can get free stock footage as well. As you can see here on Bard, I have asked it to please list some websites where I can download some free stock videos that I can reuse. And as you can see, this AI again is playing a huge role and letting you know where you can download content for completely free of charge. And Pexels is coming up on there, look, which I've just shown you that is definitely a good source for the content. Now looking at the most recent videos that have done really well. Now, I've not looked at all of their video views, but I've looked at the videos that have gone viral in the last 30 days, 18.5 million or thereabouts in terms of how many views they've accumulated just here on TikTok. The US has some of the highest RPMs when it comes to the creativity program beta. And if you are outside the USA, but you want a USA TikTok account that is eligible for the creativity program beta, I've got a link in the description that allows you to do exactly just that, even if you're outside the US. So if it's something that you want to check out, make sure you follow that link. If we look at an RPM of $1, which is how much they get paid for every 1,000 views, they've easily made around 18,500 in the last 30 days. If we reduce their RPM to 50 cents, which is still pretty decent, they would have made around 9,000 in the last 30 days. So as you can see, it's a really good opportunity to make money. It's a really good niche as well. If you are willing to put in the work, put your head down, experiment, try different things, learn from accounts that are doing well, and follow steps like this exactly. Be flexible, keep grinding, try hard, and see if you can get to levels such as this as well. Keep in mind, the creativity program beta is not the only opportunity that these have got to earn money. They've also scaled these videos onto YouTube, so they're most likely earning from the YouTube Shorts Fund as well. They could be earning from sponsorships at 1.5 million subscribers. They could be earning from affiliate marketing. They could be earning from selling their own digital products, courses. They have a lot of opportunity because they have such a high authority because of the amount of followers that they've got on these multiple platforms. It just goes to show you the levels that you can reach by creating such simple videos as well. Again, I will say this again, do not get frustrated if you don't end up being in the creativity program beta or platform monetization tools like this. Once you've grown a following like this, or if you're able to drive a good amount of traffic, even if it's not this high, and gain a decent amount of followers, there's lots of opportunities for you to make money even outside the creativity program betas and the YouTube partner programs of the world. In order to grow to such heights with a faceless, voiceless TikTok account, there's ways and means that you can use AI to make it significantly easier for you to make videos of a high quality and make a lot of those videos in a short amount of time. The video that you've got on the screen right now is going to show you how you can make high quality AI videos that you can upload on TikTok or anywhere else using free AI tools.